Hey there, it's Enderverse. Today I'll be showcasing a bunch of texture packs that I came across during the month of March. Those weren't published during this month, but are trending or got updated. Now without any further ado, let's dive into the video. In the most recent update of Patrix resource pack, the author has finally managed to cover all frog variants. This mob is now extremely realistic as it has a reflective skin along with the fresh animations done by the fresh animations author himself. This recent patch featured the Allay and the Vex as well, and both have similar designs but with different color themes and textures. rotrBLOCKS is one of the better options when it comes to realistic resource packs. The pack aimed to manifest a realistic version of the vanilla game but with a much deeper 3D surface. The blocks here are so impressively detailed, you'll notice hollow textures and even connected overlays. The version I'm showing you right now is the free edition, and you could even get more details by purchasing the higher definitions. Offering a completely different feel to Minecraft, Coven has succeeded at creating a coherent, realistic, and medieval texture pack. This resource pack is best used with the Kappa shaders, and I'm once again showcasing the free version for you guys so that you know what to expect. Unlike other texture packs, Coven has managed to bring about an incredibly aesthetic graphics without relying on high details, ultimately enhancing performance and availability. The free demo version is enough to get you those beautiful scenes, but I would recommend grabbing the full and high resolution if you are trying to test the power of your computer, since the paid edition can go up to 500 times resolution. An ancient resource pack on the list is Misa's realistic texture pack. This is a 10 years old resource pack that was recently re-established and started to receive habitual updates once more. As the name implies, this is a texture pack made by the author Misa, offering not so intense but quite realistic textures. This texture pack carries out a unique style, a combination of rustic and reflective visuals. The Misa's texture pack covers everything from blocks, items, and even mobs. Although the link for its download is on Patreon, it is entirely free, though it would be appreciated if you could support the author financially through a Patreon pledge. Still, it is optional, and you shouldn't feel ashamed for using the pack for free, my friend. Nature X is a resource pack focusing on enriching the vegetation in Minecraft. This pack included aquatic plants on the lakes, flowery grass on the cherry groves, seashells on the sand next to the beach, compiled snow on the surface of the spruce leaves, and lily pads with a flower on top. Those can also glow during nighttime when used with a shader. And we also have things like bushy glow berries, along with tweaks extending to other dimensions like the end and the nether. Excalibur aims to transform Minecraft into a medieval adventure, all the while keeping a minimal resolution of 16 by 16. With the pack comes many aesthetic features such as bushy leaves, connected overlays, and varied textures for many blocks. There's also a separate texture pack that will make the Excalibur pack compatible with the fresh animations. Due to the small size of this pack, I can see it being used in major RPG mod pack as it will fit right in. Another pack that can be used with the fresh animations is Barely Default by Mikey. This time, the author mainly focused on enhancing the mobs rather than the environment around them. You can even rename some of the mobs and change their models entirely. And you will find this pack plenty useful and so convenient as well. This pack focused on zombies. These hostile mobs will now have a clever design, with their eyes also glowing during nighttime. The texture pack will turn the baby zombies into crawling zombies. I will also give the zombies a variety of different designs, so it's not a one-for-all design. I also love the animation. Opposite to other packs, Blueberry Zombies didn't rely on fresh animations and instead made his own. The zombies will have different death effects and will occasionally lose their heads or arms during battle. Herobrine can also spawn in the form of a zombie. Also, given the nature of this project, which is a texture pack, this Herobrine doesn't have any new abilities and will not pose a danger, so don't worry. This is a refreshing pack to have, and I also enjoy textures with one purpose. In this case, the purpose is to make the zombies much more terrifying. Whimscape is a texture pack that brings a pixel art feeling to Minecraft. Every block here will be coherent to the one next to it, and the pack is currently 100% completed, so you will have an experience that is both enjoyable and full. With the compatibility pack, you can get the Whimscape to run with the fresh animations texture pack. The mobs here are already unique, but with the refreshed animations, it's a cherry on top. Similar to the Excalibur pack, Whimscape is competent to be used in mod packs and will do incredibly well on its own too. Classic default DX comes with subtle changes. If you look closer, you'll notice that the textures have returned back to their classical style. This pack will reintroduce the old textures from 1.13, but will also tweak many things along the way. Few exclusive features here included 3D models for cactuses and mushrooms, bushy leaves, varied models for bookshelves along with the chance of a bookshelf to have a book on top of it, and an improved design for the lily pads. There is plenty more to see on this texture pack, and it will reignite your nostalgia and also improve many other aspects of the game while at it. Colorful Containers introduces a refreshing design to the GUI in Minecraft. The effect is visible on things like smithing tables, brewing stands, cartography table, villagers, and virtually every other container in the game. This texture pack will turn the Allay into a cute maid. The model of the new Allay glows with shaders, which adds an additional layer of charm to it. The pack also turns the Vix into a girl. It is quite similar to the Maid Allay, and you shouldn't forget that it's still going to kill you. Realistic light sources will enhance all torch and lantern variants. For the torches, you'll notice that their flame reaches higher altitude than their vanilla counterparts. Lanterns, however, will have a candle or something inside of them. Devorian Steampunk goes heavy when it comes to the creative side. The pack was originally inspired by the steampunk concept. Currently, I'm using the free version and it honestly still looks good on its own, but at certain places, specifically when you get closer to some of the blocks, things can become a bit unclear. If that's an issue for you, the Patreon version will offer a much clearer appearance with a maximum of 512 times resolution. This is an active texture pack and it gets updated very often, so it is worth your time and possibly few dollars too if you are interested in the higher resolutions. Connected trapdoors will connect the textures of almost every trapdoor in the game. Supported variants are Acacia, Mangrove, Crimson and Warp Hi-Fi, Birch and Spruce. Cover Yourself texture pack will add a blanket layer on top of you when you sleep. This blanket is not glitchy and will cover you all the way up. For villagers though, it can get a little bit buggy, but incoming updates are expected to fix this. Here's a visual comparison between an occupied and a non-occupied bed. Max special mobs will enhance textures of the vanilla mobs. The pack doesn't support fresh animations sadly, but once it does, it would be an invaluable texture pack, which it already is. Just the thought of all of these unique designs packaged with improved animations make me really excited about this possible partnership. And as of now, the pack holds an impressive collection of 700 models, so there is a lot for you to see. A Lego pack getting updated habitually is Craft PBR. Not so similar to the famous Brixel texture pack, Craft has adopted a different design style, one that is a bit more accurate to real-life Legos. The drawback here is that due to the accuracy of the pack, there is not much detail on the block itself, but when observed from afar, without zooming in, they will look perfectly fine. The author of this pack has recently defeated cancer, and I'm impressed how hard he works despite his health condition. Golden Days is a texture pack that brings the textures of the beta Minecraft. This version of Minecraft was famous, and it still is famous to this day. Some people even prefer it over the modern Minecraft, which goes to show how much players have loved the beta stages of Minecraft. The textures here are mostly saturated and also have plenty of nostalgic sounds like the oof sound. If you've been longing to play the good old beta Minecraft, then this pack is a perfect pick for you. Vanilla Experience Plus is just what its name implies, an overall enhancement to the vanilla game. There is no specific aim here, you'll just be noticing features on the GUI side or 3D models on some blocks, along with plenty more Vanilla Plus features specified in complementing the raw version of Minecraft. Thanks for watching. I'll be releasing a textures of the month each month, so if you are interested in collecting some for yourself, like and subscribe to get notified immediately after I drop a new one. See ya in the next one, my friend.